A few minutes in sight is the story of a man who lost everything. Joe Biden, who is now on the verge of ruling the most powerful country in the world of hurricanes, is seen by many as an experienced and mature politician, but the early stages of his life were stormy. This man we see today was created from the lowest point of life. After falling further down, this is an apolitical story, a reflection on life. Joe Biden's career as a lawyer quickly entered politics. In 1972, he became the fifth youngest senator in history to represent the Democratic Party of America in the United States, representing Delaware. However, the festivities did not last for at least a month. His wife, Nelia Hunter Biden, and their only daughter, 2 sons, went on a tractor-trailer trip that year. Nelia and 1 month and a month-old daughter Naomi Christina Biden were killed on the spot, leaving a note after a horrific car accident. Within minutes, Joe Biden, from the man who owned everything, he fell into a man who had lost everything. He became a single father, living with the 2 young sons who were seriously injured in the accident. He took the 2 sons in his arms and determined to face life. Where the crash was at its peak, he once thought of committing suicide. For the first time in my life, I realized that people think very well and commit suicide, he later said. Simply because he could not bear to be lost to both his 2 sons and his parents, he decided to live further. He used to go home on a 4-hour train ride every day, read children's stories that could put his sons to sleep, and studied to go home and pick up the kids. Cooked. Imagine, we have nothing, the way thousands suffer. They still try to walk 1 step at a time every day. That is the soul of the American people, he later said. Recalling, he said at a public meeting. 5 years later, he remarried in 1977 to Jill Tracy Jacob, a woman who had 2 sons by law. Joe Biden became the father of another daughter in 1981. The beautiful woman, who was also an educator, later turned Joe Biden's life story into a children's story book that young children could understand. Beau Biden, the 46-year-old grown-up eldest son, who was grown up without a mother during the Obama administration, vice president, passed away due to brain cancer. Following in his father's footsteps was a lawyer, a politician, and an army officer. Every morning, Jill and I tell ourselves this is not a joke. I ask myself, was he proud of me? This is how Joe Biden emotionally commented on his son's premature death. How did Joe Biden cope with such difficult things in life? He says that one saying caused it, that is, faith sees the best in the dark, or faith sees the best in the dark. The loss of his son Beau gave him a new purpose in life. He still wanted his son to be proud of himself. The same is needed today.